Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and today I want to say thank you to the community for your continued support for both my channel and CoH3, because it's because of you that CoH3 now has a replay system, and a couple other features that help improve it generally. But one thing you can also do is possibly make a multiplayer map for 4v4 games, submit it in the contest information down below, and maybe get yourself a decent prize pool. That's still going on to the end of the month, just want to give a quick shout out to that. But let's give a shout out to all the content creators that have done such a good job at making CoH3 better in a number of different ways. The first one I want to kind of go over is smoother camera fix. Now, essentially you have to go to Documents, My Games, CoH3, and then there's also User and Numbers. What that is actually going to is this. So, for a little bit of reference, again, go here and then you go to your configuration file. From there, all you have to do is find this Enable Acceleration and Smoothing, and then it's automatically turned off. Now you have to turn to true. This is all done by Teeks, or Teek Elites. He reached out to me a little while ago to make sure that this got a shout out, and I absolutely wanted to do it because I did some testing, and yes, it does noticeably change the camera and make it smoother. So I do recommend it. That way, of course, it's not as jarring when moving around the map or zooming in. Again, I will say, for me, this hasn't caused any bug splats or issues, but again, it is something that you're changing the file for, so if it is starting to change or hurt your settings, you can always change it back. And even though CoH3 has been updated, this hasn't changed, so maybe they'll change in the future, but for right now, that is the case. So, that's the first thing. And again, not bad. Okay, you're smoothing out the camera, Greyshot. That's nothing revolutionary. I mean, what possibly could the community have done to make CoH3 better? You specifically said replays. I want to see some replays. Well, let's get into that part. So, this one is done by Jane252. Apparently from Finland. Awesome. Anyway, the reason I bring this up is because this is how some content creators have been doing replays. First, you set up dev replay playback. This is the way that if you look on Reddit or among other features, people have been doing it is essentially in that replay section. They'll punch in that replay of however the person submitted it, or they save it. And from there, they will launch it. Now, they'll go down, and when you launch it, you have to hit this command console. And this, by the way, grave is the icon that's right above the tab key on the left-hand side for a little bit of reference. Now, then you have to, once it opens up, you copy this in, paste it, and essentially what ends up happening is the replay looks something like this, where in the bottom left-hand side, you get this additional tab that is created that you can turn off Fog of War, you can switch between players, and you can change your speed from 1 speed to 8 speed. Now, again, this isn't revolutionary. This is something that's essentially basic to CoH2, the basic replay that it had. Notoriously, that system caused people to start lagging, frame rate issues, and some performance issues if you kept switching back too much. Again, I'm not saying that that won't be the case here. There is a possibility, but for me at least, when I've done replays, which I'll show an example here, I haven't had any of those issues. Now, again, this could be something that maybe more people test and they find out bugs, but it is something that, at least for me, when I want to play a game, I want to switch between players, and this provides the best way to do that. And like I said, switch between perspectives, again, removes a bunch of random stuff on the map, and again, the ability to toggle Fog of War on and off without going into that command key. So I honestly really enjoyed this, and it's how I've been doing replays. But hold on, that is not the only thing. There's actually something on top of this. So, thanks to another content creator that is named Maxinova, hopefully I get this right, Maxinova, sorry. He managed to do something even better. He made a CoH3 replay viewer. So this, and again, to quote, automatically saves replays files at the end of your game, browse and view your Company Pros 3 replays in a user-friendly interface, launch replays directly from the application, of course rename them as well, and then this is all through a simple download, right? And you have to run this executable. And I know a lot of this stuff, by the way, has been out for a little bit of time. I've just been so busy that I haven't honestly really dived into the CoH3 community in the past month and a half like I normally do. Nor have I played like newer release games. Like I still have to finish up the Great War, Total Tank Generals. You got Men of War 2 releasing stuff coming out soon for an open beta. So there's a lot of stuff I want to play, and I truly do, but I'm glad I was able to talk to some people in the community and then to reach out. But let's get into what this viewer looks like, because you're probably like scratching your head like, what? Now, to be fair, it's not 100% working for me. This is what it looks like, but technically it'll show you the time, the allies, the axis, the map number, and also you can delete. And this is all the replays that I currently have saved, right? So these are all the ones, and you can adjust or go to the replay folder, and it'll automatically pull that up for you so you can make adjustments where needed, which I think is pretty damn cool, right? But yeah, it'll automatically launch CoH3, and we're going to jump right into it. And it should launch right into the game itself. Otherwise, you'll get a icon in the top left-hand corner saying it does not work. But yeah, we're jumped right into CoH3. I didn't have to add in all the properties and everything for CoH3. And now we get this screen. And this is also kind of going into a little bit of the smoother frame rate, like I was mentioning, right? Little smoother on the move. But anyway, let's go to Control-Shift in that button above the tab. That puts out this. And then you bring down all this stuff, and boom, bada bing, there we go. We now have the ability to switch between players and remove Fog of War, plus up to 8 times the speed. I will say, though, every time you launch it, you do have to go into settings and redo it. So let's say you don't want to go and you don't want the event queues. You have to do that every time. That is the only pet peeve I currently have in that setting. But overall, Teeks, Maxinova, and Jane, thank you all for just helping the community in different ways. I think all these buttons and icons and everything they're adding to try to just assist the community in doing what they love to do. Watch games, commentate on them, and kind of highlight some of the best moments of their games is truly amazing. That helps me out immensely. That helps them out, the community out in general. And I just want to give you a shout out. Again, other content creators may or may not have given these people the rightful shout out that they deserve, but I at least wanted to continue to give credit where credit is due. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I will link all the mods and everything down below, and at least the posts on how to do it. So let me know what you think, and hopefully it all works for you. But this has been Greyshot17, and I will see you all next time. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tony B 95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support and helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.